I had all of that time and I forgot to unmute my mic. Hello. I had to do some sort of counter for clap clap. I don't know why it didn't work. Normally it does. Normally I press the start button, then it just... I guess it just doesn't want to work. It still doesn't work. It's weird. I need to like reset my Stream Deck and just do it all again. Because things have been broken for like a couple of months now. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Different stream. So, Stanley Parable. I've known of this game for like a year now. Apparently everyone else has known of it for like a decade now. I only heard about it like a year ago now. But I actually don't know anything about it. Other than the fact that it messes with you and it's funny. That's literally all I know, and I don't even know if that's true. That's just what I've been told. Is it actually that bright? I don't know, OBS is... This is how it always is. It's just a little bit better with the colours. But yeah, that's literally all I know about it. I don't know anything else. I've tried to keep spoilers completely away from me. So hopefully you guys will do that too. Yeah, I'm sorry Benji, I'm completely blind. I can't see shit anymore. Which means I also can't see a certain ghost trick game because I cannot see it. A Parable is a short story, the moral, and Stanley some guy. Thank you for explaining the title. I can now end the stream peacefully. It's extremely satire and breaks the fourth wall a lot. Games that break the fourth wall, I love them. I love that. It has voice acting. Fuck. Okay. Benji, Zeph, Lion, Toshi. I think that's everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I'm really hyped to jump into this. 57 endings. I know there was a lot. I heard there was many different ways of doing this game. It's not just point A to point B. There's like a bunch of different directions you can go. It's hard to find information on this game because I was looking on the Steam page for it just to at least understand what it's like, and it doesn't explain anything about the game. So I think this is one of those games where you have to rely on other people to suggest it to you. Because if no one told me that it breaks the fourth wall, it's funny, I would not know that. But I think that might be part of the charm. I don't know. I've never seen it or played it. I don't know anything. I accidentally joined some VR chat world like a year ago that happened to be like a Stanley Parable type thing in a VR chat world, and I just left. Because I did have intentions of playing this at some point, so I'm glad I actually am. Also, this is Ultra Deluxe. This isn't the standard one. It's on Steam sale, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get it. So here we are. I don't know what's going on with Sean. He got back home today, so he's probably vibing with family. So we'll see what happens. We might fell back to sleep. This is Sean. The narrator is British. Instant top 10. Don't mind me, I'm drinking my unnamed tropical drink. It doesn't have a name. Okay, right, I'm just sorting my damn bracelet out because it's like really uncomfortable right now. Okay, so I'm loaded up. I haven't even loaded it because there's like at the back of my mind, like I know most games don't do it, but at the back of my mind there's always a chance that a game, when I load it up for the first time, it jumps immediately into the game and the story or whatever it is. And I want to literally load in completely blind. That includes the first few seconds the game will be open. So I'll do all the video options and stuff. I'll do that in a moment. I'll load the game up for the first time now. That's the Minecraft scene. Yeah, I'm going to open it, don't you worry. Hello, Sean. Did you fall back to sleep? Okay. A screen in subtitle language, I think maybe French. I think I can speak French. Can I actually click on it? Okay, there we go. No, I was playing Cuphead. Oh, that's fair. I bought Sean Cuphead. Is it good? Oh, so I hope the audio is okay. Please let me know if it's not. No Portuguese, that's kind of cringe. I have not played the Stanley Parable before. I know fuck all about this. I don't know what to expect. So the computer is barely visible. Okay, I'll bring that down. It's barely visible. Like, does anyone actually do brightness settings correctly? Because you're supposed to do it where it's like literally like this, because that's barely visible. But I always crank it like all the way up. I'll leave it like that. That's French. 0 out of 10. Does anyone actually do it properly, or do they just crank it? I think most people just crank it. Doesn't matter. I'll leave it a bit brighter so it's more visible on stream. Yeah, they do look a lot better, but at the same time, it's more visible, so I don't know. Okay. But as soon as there's audio, please let me know the volume. The time currently is 7 p.m. 7:11. What is it? Closer to 11? It's closer to 12. I'll even make sure it's completely accurate. I will press this button the moment it hits 7:12. There. We don't. Okay, that's cool to know. Not for me, but it's nice. Okay. So. How's that volume-wise? How's the volume on that? The game is on the screen. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay. Loud. Is that loud? How's that? $90. Which I'll bring it down to 80. I want a bit more of a closed experience. That's good. Okay. Make it bigger. I'll make it... I don't know how large that is. I guess it's like this kind of size down here. I take it the subtitles are actual size, so I guess that might be good. Background opacity, I'll leave that. We're good. I didn't apply my resolution. I did. Okay, fine. The game isn't that loud. Okay, that's fine then. So I will play. I will play. I think I know I'm playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, but still, okay. The end is never the end, is never the end, is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yo, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push
One-handed?
and in what order.
Oh,
This is
okay.
what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
It's better.
And Stanley was happy.
Okay. So he presses buttons on a
And then
keyboard.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
What was that?
Something he would never quite forget.
Did he realise how shit his job
He
was?
had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This
Okay.
complete isolation. Something
time
was
just
very
freeze?
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I will leave my office once I actually up the control sensitivity. It's a little bit too low. Okay, can I not... Can I... Mouse sensitivity? Thank you. Did I actually apply it? That'll do. So actually, I'm trying to think if that's good or not. That'll be fine. Actually, I'll lower that. I will lower that. Seems smooth. Okay, right. The Stanley Parable is actually what the vents look like in Among Us. What? Is this foreshadowing or something? I don't know. So, what? Has time frozen or something? Nothing has come through. There's no one here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that a pencil
No matter
sharpener?
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I love how literally the only thing on this desk is a pencil sharpener. Is the audio okay now, by the way? Can you like hear the narrator and stuff all right? Okay. Can I open these doors?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now,
I love that
suppose
already.
You were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Okay,
Perhaps
this
50
is...
clicks will do it. Yes,
okay.
almost certainly. 50
This is my
clicks.
first glimpse into the Stanley Parable. It's me clicking a door, and the game acknowledges it. I'm already loving this.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Fine,
I
okay.
want to see commitment.
Okay.
A willingness to go
A click.
all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Which is 417. Where's 417? Okay, this is going down. Okay. Acknowledges everything I do. Okay, I am in for a treat. 417. Where's 417? It's going down. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay, 437 it is. 437. Where's 437? There's 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's
Okay.
give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay. 415. Off we go. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Fuck you.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay, fine. 417 again.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door
416.
416.
Okay, my nose this way. Not the greatest, though, being British knocks down a few points. Shut the fuck up.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine.
Okay,
do that
one more time.
again.
One more time. It's all the way in the next office.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 43. Yes, we did it. Oh wow.
I actually love that
You really
so
earned it, Stanley.
much.
Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Not really. I wasn't looking for an achievement. I just wanted to open a door. And I clicked it a few times, not knowing what was going on, because that's how I do things. I just click on buttons a few times. I actually love that so much. That's my first taste of this game, getting an achievement for clicking on doors in a copy machine. Okay, so it does make a sound effect when I click on things. So I can interact with them. Okay. And climbing on a desk. How could I forget that? There are 2
When
doors.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh no. Oh no. I can either listen to the narrator, or I cannot listen to the narrator. Should I just do everything the narrator says? Yeah, fuck it. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. Because I have once been told you can finish this game super quickly. But it's very, very replayable. I don't know if that's true or not. But I have heard someone say that like once. This is the start of it all. Oh no. Okay, so... Okay. So I can either listen to the narrator and go to the door on the left, or I can say, fuck you, narrator, and go on the right. I feel like if I go down the right, either the narrator will say something different and bring me back up to speed on what's going on. Because I feel like the narrator has a plan in mind, or, you know, I'm following something. So if I do my own thing, something might change. I mean, obviously I know changing. If you consider closing the game and ending, you can finish the game in less than a second. Oh wait, you get like a custom ending if you close the game. I'm going to listen to the narrator. I went through the one on the left. Okay. Jay just followed? Oh shit, I didn't see that. Hey Jay, how you doing? 80 finish with an actual ending. Oh, I love this game
Yet
already.
there was not a single
Here's
person
Leo.
here either. Feeling
Okay.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Oh, okay. We have a PowerPoint presentation. We have a full-on PowerPoint presentation using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide is a slick blue. Okay. Okay. So there's nobody here. Where's the projector? Does the projector actually... The projector doesn't work. The projector doesn't work. Bad game. Broom closet. I am really intrigued if I can grab the broom.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet,
a
but there was
broom.
nothing here.
There's
so
a
he
broom.
turned around
Oh,
and got back
fine.
on track.
Fine. Fine. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Did he? Or did he go downstairs, away from his boss's office? I mean, I can probably, like, destroy my boss's office, because he's probably not going to be in there. Executive bathroom. It's very fancy in here, by the way. It's very fancy. It's all very ancient computers. Very snazzy one.
Stepping into
why
his
are they so
manager's office,
tall?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Where's the
2845.
2845?
But
Okay,
of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Where is it? 2845. Where? Oh, this. I typed it in wrong. I typed it in wrong.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. trying to input anything on the device. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Convenient. It was a Half-Life 2 mod. Really? Damn. I actually tried Half-Life for the first time today because it was on Steam sale. Tried the first one, played it for half an hour, and just could not continue. I wasn't really enjoying it. Then again, I am quite bland with my tastes. I mean, granted, it is a game from the 90s. I'm not expecting it to look great. I just wasn't really enjoying it. I know. Okay. Oh yeah, the gameplay just...
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Okay.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Right. What's going on?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control delete? Oh my god, is that a super hot reference? Escape. Oh no, I have another... Oh, okay. I feel like I just want to listen to everything the narrator tells me to do. I want to be a little bitch for the narrator and just do everything I'm told and see what happens. And then if I play this again, which I probably will because I'm already enjoying this, I can just deviate from the path a little bit. Okay. This is really... Why is this so ominous? Why is this so ominous? There's nothing else around me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
The screens?
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, you bet I do. What is going on?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Oh, is
Each
it
bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
So you get to watch everyone.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Damn. Okay. So everyone was being watched. I mean, this is one of those companies, I guess. Interesting. Surely it's a lot cheaper to actually just be a good company than to install this many screens, cameras, and then power them all. Surely it's cheaper to just be a good company.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay. This is like one of those platforms in the old Crash games.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Did he? Okay, I mean, think about it. If his job was literally just pressing buttons, it tells you what buttons to press. Surely they can automate this. Is there a reason why they didn't just replace him with a computer?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Oh.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So, with this, can I actually make myself happy? How would I destroy it? I just press this button. Okay. Mind controls are awaiting. I want to try it on. I just want to try
When
it.
at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Oh god. Oh god.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame there's so little time left to enjoy it.
Oh no.
Moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
I did, in fact.
More times.
You can jump.
Where we're going.
I keep pressing space. I love that there's actually an achievement.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
For trying
a moment
to
of
jump.
solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to
Where do
me.
I go?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
I get the impression I have to press them in reverse.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
What's falls up there?
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Oh no.
But I'm enjoying this so much.
Oh no.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
Thank you very much. How
Time doesn't grow
kind.
on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing
I have
right
no
now?
idea.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning
I
it
pressed
off?
them all in
look
order.
at you, running from button to button.
What'd I do?
Screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These
This is
numbered
press
buttons.
threes
No,
here.
These colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything.
What?
Something here will save me. Why would
What
you
did I
think that,
press?
Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
What
But
do
here's
I
the spoiler
do?
for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
No.
To see you.
Shut up, Flowey.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
I've pressed
I'm
them.
going to destroy it first, so you...
I haven't got the time to press them all in reverse again.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
There's not going to be a
No
boom.
Just you being blown
Is there?
to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it
Or
count, or don't. It's all the same to me.
I'd like to jump. I can crouch, but I can't jump.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Was there no way of solving that? Was there no way of solving that? Oh! Back at the beginning again. That was the ending. I genuinely love that. Okay. So what, I know there's a bunch of different endings. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, but like, you know, when someone in a game says there's nothing you can do, there is something you can do. Okay, can I just go back to my job? Just press buttons. Just press point out something. Just want to point out something most people don't comment on. The game's story has themes of being free, making decisions yourself, or being heavily discouraging. Let's go out from the narrator says. It's very much on icon. Okay. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right, this time, I'm gonna go through the right door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fuck you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It's a very nice
Stanley
room.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Just to be sure, the volume is okay, isn't it? You can hear everything all right. Yeah?
Yes, really worth it being here in the room.
I guess definitely.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Where am I now?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Can I get on
Someone
that?
you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking... What? Really? I was in the middle of something.
Fuck
you.
you.
Zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why... I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Oh no,
Give me
okay.
a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Did Stanley walk through the left door, guys? Did Stanley walk through the red door? Or did Stanley walk through the blue door? This one, I'm very, very kind. I'm going to leave this up to a Twitch poll. Door. Red. Blue. I'm going to give you all 1 minute on this poll. Anyone who's played knows the cooler door? Well, I'm sure you guys will then vote for that door. I think everyone in chat knows. I haven't got a clue. Everyone's voting the blue door. Everyone is voting for the blue door. Okay, so narrator's saying go down the left. Fuck you, narrator. Everyone, literally not a single person is... Oh,
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
no he didn't.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
So I think I've seen like this screenshot here. I think I've seen this as like an image before. Nothing else. Blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
It's all just
Broken rooms,
assets.
Exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
I love how it's all just like developer textures. Because it's supposed to look unfinished, breaking the fucking fourth wall. I love that.
There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
This just screams unfinished. It's supposed to look. Do we go through here? I'm going through here. I don't care what you guys say. I'm going through here.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Definitely.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Okay.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Does the game actually, like, include my previous... Does it go full on Undertale on you? There's actually a world leaderboard, and this does look legit too. Okay, that probably isn't legit then. I do think it does. Okay. Right. I'm going to go back through here then.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
kinda,
honest answers,
not really.
please.
Not really.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No, of course not.
Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left.
What the fuck? So...
towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you...
I'm really getting, like, Little Big Planet vibes. Of all things. Because it just looks so, like, put together. I don't know, just something about it just gives me Little Big Planet vibes. I am loving this.
Fail. It's a very meaningful game.
Right.
All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay, so I have to press the button to make the baby go to the right.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
I'm loving
Let's
this.
see.
Okay.
What do we have here?
Let's play some Minecraft.
Yes. This seems like it'll work.
Is it Minecraft?
Let's give it a shot.
Oh.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
It's a very different game.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up.
In the original, this was Minecraft. Really? That actually was Minecraft? It was actually Minecraft? In the original? My god, so what's this? What's
Hiding
this
your
then?
clock tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be.
It's
What
Firewatch,
a
okay.
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about
I don't know what Firewatch is, no.
this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it is. This looks nice, though. Okay. Oh. That was a Minecraft door sound? Was it? Well, I can't shut it now. Okay.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What is it? Narrator.
It is. It's an open world game.
Oh
Good
my
God,
God.
quickly, block it off.
Fortnite. Oh.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Minecraft?
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Okay.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Okay, what are we going to play now? Rocket League.
Wonderful.
Okay.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be
I
phenomenally
have to get
impressed.
lost somewhere. In another game that I'm yet to play. I
Okay,
haven't
so what
played Rocket
exactly
League.
do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no race.
Really? They actually just asked the devs? I love that.
Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Okay.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna headbutt it then. Oh, I can actually run faster
Are you
now.
doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable
Oh,
little
my
story that I
God.
worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain
no.
amount of raw
Oh,
adrenal
no.
pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
I guess so.
I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Okay, there it is.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel
Oh, no.
amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Oh, fuck! More balls. Okay. There's a lot of balls. I'm loving this. This is amazing.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? you having fun? Is this a real video game?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
No!
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end.
Aw.
This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
Aw.
Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure.
Are you
I'm your
gatekeeping
sense
video
of
games?
purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving.
No.
See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best.
Fine.
Take care, Stanley.
Goodbye, narrator. So, now what? There are no balls, so I guess I have to be the ball. I'm going to be the ball.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh no.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I think it was quite obvious what I had to do, because there was literally nothing else you could do. But okay, so I'm in some beta area. There's... Oh, and I died. Where am I now? 509. This is the original mod? So, where now? It's a little bit dark. Okay, I will actually have a look at that. I'll have a look at that right now, actually, before I forget. So, Zeph actually linked what the original games were. Skipped like 6 minutes in. I will do that. So, 6 minutes. And apparently that's what... I actually see Minecraft. Okay, so what? This is the original... Oh, fuck. Ignore my very low quality. My internet sucks, so I can't have it too high all the time.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this.
I
I'm
love
done
that.
making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This
Yeah.
will go here, no, here, and then...
This is
Let's
amazing.
see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience.
Oh, no.
Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
You have to go mining and everything?
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one.
I hear a spider.
Okay, new game.
That's great. And then it puts you in Portal?
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Okay. Like, you can't even tell this isn't Portal.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why,
so
rather than
cool.
continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend...
That's so cool. So is Minecraft and Portal, but they've changed it to, was it Firewatch and Rocket League? That's so cool though. Oh really? Okay, that makes sense. That's still so cool though. Okay, so where do I go? Through here? Oh no, this is the same door problem. I have to actually go through the left door. Wait, no, this is... Where do I go? I can't interact with anything. What? Okay. So where do I go? This is where I came from, I think. I think this is where I came from anyway. Okay. I think this is where I came from. Is it where I came from? 427, that's mine, right? I don't see what I'm supposed to do. Thanks, Rose. I'll have a look at that in a bit. So where do I go? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Right.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. I have no idea what just happened. More balls, yeah. I love the narrator. Okay. That was another ending. That was 2 endings. Okay, so 427. Because I am 427. I get my own office. Okay, so this time I'm going to do everything
All
he
of his
says.
co-workers were gone.
Everything he says.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set
Yes.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Yeah, I have heard that you come across like a door that just says new content or something like that. I have heard that much.
Yet there was not a single person here
Okay.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I followed everything he's told me to do so far up to the boss's office. I'm going to do everything I'm told.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming
No, I don't fucking think so. I love that. All ending speedruns, my god. Calming new age music.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. If you try and rush it, it takes longer. Okay, so don't speed run. Okay, I get it. Honestly, I love games that like fully break the fourth wall. It's amazing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Okay.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
The lights, Rosalou.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
So
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What's my number? I'm 427, I think. Yeah, 427s. Which was mine? Nothing. There is nothing. I didn't even see a camera in there. So I don't know where it was. The lights, Rosalou.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Had he? I love that Altair moment.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
He actually did? I love that. I actually want to watch it now. That's amazing. Okay. So, back to the mind control thing. So I pressed on last time, and it ended up with the place getting destroyed. I'm now going to press off. I feel like I wasn't supposed to do that. Which I don't know, this is what I was told to do.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Oh no.
And yet, Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Oh no.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the
Oh, no.
machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Stanley is finally free from someone's control of the ending where you do everything a voice tells you to do. It's crazy. What? So either that looks very fake, like it's not actually there, but either I can go to the real world, the outside world, or I can solve the mysteries of what happened. I don't know. The narrator's telling me to walk through here though, so I'm going to go through here.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh. So this is like the main ending then. Yeah, achievement unlocked, beat the game. Okay. So I guess I have the option to go back at that point. I guess instead of walk through to outside, I can go back somewhere.
Gone.
I'm assuming.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
so I might try that.
Missed a memo.
Or we can just try and cause complete chaos and just have no power. You also could escape. Okay. I'm just going to cause complete chaos and just do whatever. Also, yes, I did just reset when I was only in the next room.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes,
Wow.
I will admire this room.
Yes, this room.
Psych.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I will do that.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. Where does this go? Where does this go?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Oh, no.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
But you see, narrator, I don't want to go left. Can I go anywhere else? Can I go through this door, or... Some hidden Easter eggs? Okay. Okay, I guess I can only go left.
Oh, no.
Oh?
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
So can I even go to the left now? Okay, fine. To the right.
No,
Ah.
no, not the right. Why
Bitch.
would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh. Okay. Can I get in? Oh, I can't get in. He did your clap clap. He did my clap clap. He did my... Dangly grandmas. This is back where I was supposed to go. This is a different part of the room, though, isn't it?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. Just get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Aww.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game
let's
from
not do
the
that.
beginning.
Let's not do that.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No. Okay.
All
Yeah,
of
this
his
guy's
co-workers
he's a
were
good
gone.
narrator.
What could it
like
mean?
this.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so yeah, one of the
When
shorter
Stanley-
ones.
Wait, what?
Oh,
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
what?
Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
I don't think I did.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
That was.
Let's find the story.
I heard a Minecraft door. Oh no. There are so many different ways I can go. There are 6 doors. Okay, those 2 are linked. I think those 2 are also linked. So there are 4 different ways I can go. Why do I feel like the cool one is behind the chairs? It's royalty free? Yeah, I know, but still.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Ah!
Do
No.
we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
I want to go
Okay,
through
let's
there.
give it a shot. Why not?
No. I wanted to go through a door. Could I go
All of
through
his
the door?
co-workers were gone.
Was
What
I
could it
able
mean?
to?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Just corridors. Oh, so that was genuinely the ending. Okay. So now this is actually a full reset. Never mind.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we go back the other direction
I like this.
and see if we missed anything?
Okay, where do I go? Do I just go back to my desk and sit down?
Aha! I
Oh,
knew we'd
what?
missed something. The story.
Oh, it's fucking non-Euclidean. And it's gone non-Euclidean. Okay. Okay.
No, wait, never mind.
Oh,
Not
no.
the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace
Oh
our
no,
steps.
I love this. This is fucking amazing. Okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
What
Is this the story?
Okay. I'm really liking this. I was not expecting it to do that at all.
I think
That's
so.
so
I
cool.
can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office.
This from like 2013 as well. So like seeing a game do something like that, not many games do that.
building.
That's impressive.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
It's a.
You win!
Oh my god, I win!
Congratulations!
Hey, I win!
I know you
Do I
put in
get
a
Chucky?
lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Do I get to reward myself with chocolate?
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that
Oh
win.
yes, I did.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, it's like a portal. Yeah.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable
Okay.
Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh, it goes through here now. Okay, the adventure line.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Shortcut.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office,
So
is
confused.
this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
So, yeah, I'm sure I can trust the line, but doesn't those stairs just take me right to the boss's office? I can either follow that. Actually, then again, there's still this line going through, so I'm sure this line might take me somewhere. Yeah, I can either follow this line or see wherever that other room takes. I'm gonna follow the
I
line.
think
Fuck
what
it.
we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes. Oh, we're going this way. What is this music? What is this line? What is this fucking line? Hey, Violet, how you doing? On the stream. I'm currently freaking out over this game because it is incredible. I'm loving this. What is this game?
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
Oh,
this fern will be very important later in the story.
that's
Make sure you
a good
study it
fern.
closely and remember it carefully. You
I will
won't want to
remember
miss
this
anything.
fern. Oh, really, though? I've played like an hour of Payday 2. That's it, really.
Wait,
Okay.
what? We're back at the office?
Oh, where's...
No.
Hang on.
No. Line.
Oh, it
you
goes
do
that
know
way.
we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
I
everything
love
we've been
this.
through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No! Okay. Ah, this is amazing.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done
No,
for us?
not the
We're
adventure line.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own
Adventure
story?
line, no.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, this one? The one that I was knocking on like 50 times? Okay, where does it take
Now,
me?
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new
And it's
story that could be
non-Euclidean.
anything.
Okay.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
My god, I'm loving this.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like
I love how you was
to
trademarked.
veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I will acknowledge the line. Unless it goes down a different path. Oh. Oh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make
Oh,
a
no.
decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory
Okay.
for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
This is amazing. This is genuinely amazing. And it takes you to the same path.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
The confusing ending. Hang on, what is
ending.
this?
You're telling me that's what this is?
It's
all
actually
one
like a full...
giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all
I don't know where we are.
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart
fourth.
again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
It's like previous
Well, what if I
restarts.
don't want to forget?
Seems to be the
My
story
mind
being
goes
prevented.
blank simply because it's written here on this thing wall.
Line again. Begin
Well,
following the line.
who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of
Please,
this?
I want to do
Is
this.
it really? No, it can't be.
Please
I don't
reset.
want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it.
Please.
I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it?
Oh,
did we break the
the
cycle?
time's frozen.
The,
I need to do it myself, don't I?
Whatever it is that made this schedule, how would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Do I need to, like...
So, okay.
Do I need to reset on my own?
I guess now we just wait. You
I
know,
guess.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find
Okay.
out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh. It resets on its... Okay. Okay. I thought I'd have to reset on my own. 'Cause I was looking at the little timetable and it looked like something that would happen after I restarted myself. Okay.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I guess the narrator has forgotten about the restart. What is this? This looks different. This is somewhere different.
When Stanley
Okay.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Look through the windows. Oh, some of them. I guess not all of them. Okay, so we said go through the door on the left. I will go through the door on the left.
Yet there was not a single
It
person
seems
here either.
normal.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This
Coming to a
seems
staircase,
very
Stanley
normal.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, okay, Rose. This seems very normal.
Okay, I think we all know the drill
Oh.
by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Okay. I love how it saves that bit. Saves a little bit of time. So what's down here? There's actual content in the right thing. How these turns out to be. Really? Fucking hell.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
This
large
seems
door that
relatively
read
normal.
Mind Control Facility.
The only thing that seems different was how it skipped the boss's office. I pressed the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Okay.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control
does seem
facility,
completely
it was
normal.
too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay,
But
so
here was
this...
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery...
Already? It's exactly the same. So it's exactly the same.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Come on.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where
Come
to go,
on.
what to do.
I probably can.
Oh, how
I just want to see it to the end.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Come on.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the
Thank you, stream. Thank you, stream. The game ended and so did the stream. You didn't miss anything. I was just asking if this is now genuinely just a normal run, a normal, untouched. I don't know. Incredibly on brand. Yeah, it seems like it. Game ends, so does the stream. I feel like there's a reason why the game asked what the time was when I loaded it up for the first time. I don't know, it's weird because surely it would be able to see from the system clock. But even if not, why does it want to know the time? Thanks to the bits, pilot. 3 minutes and I go home, everyone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I mean, as Stanley was going home.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so I am assuming this is completely okay. Back to normal. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll do that. But now, instead of going to the boss's office, I'm going to go down the stairs.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason.
Hang on, this isn't going anywhere, is it?
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley
I'm going in a loop, aren't I?
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Just going in a loop.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Hang on, this is...
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Are they changing the order of the
rooms? He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Sleep.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything
Stanley's
will
married.
be fine.
Yo.
I
But he's straight.
am okay.
Nope. Okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
It's going
I
red.
must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Right.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
What?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted
Is
by
that
the
Stanley?
body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Right.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
So Stanley died. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. Right. Yes, I just saw a dead man. I feel so much better. Okay. I don't know where I want to go now.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
This is different.
He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
This is very different. New content. Yo, new content. Okay. So, by new content, does that mean for this game, or is it just part of the meme? Just saying new content. This is okay, because regardless, it makes no difference to me.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Okay. I don't know how I actually unlocked this new content, but okay.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Right.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yes.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Is there any buttons to press?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we... Should we be moving somewhere or...
Probably.
Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
New content.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
New content.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Content. Let's fucking go.
All right.
The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump now. I love this. Okay, that's all the time you get.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Nah. It's literally just a jumping game. Does it actually put me back
Another
to where
elevator.
I was?
Stanley,
I can see it
have
doing
to
that.
say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
I can see it
just
putting me back where I
elevators and
was
jumping.
in the office.
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I
Okay.
knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Okay. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed?
Test achievement, please. I need to see this now. I need to actually see that. Test achievement, please ignore. I love that so much. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. So what, 24 hours of playtime? Complete it in under 4 minutes 22 seconds, not including load times. Set all settings slides in the menu to all the available numbers. And don't play Stanley Parable for 10 years. Do I just need to change my system clock and then play it then? My god. I love how dumb the achievements are. Quit the game, then start it again. Test achievement. You can't jump. Click on the door. Oh my god. I love how there's also an achievement for getting your first achievement.
Off on this. I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Let's
and
reset.
we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Yeah,
What
let's
do
do
you say,
that.
friend?
Let's reset. Don't play for 5 years. Oh. Okay. This is different.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Does actually. Stanley, I'm in the vent. Have you heard of Among Us, Stanley? Okay. So, I feel like once there's a normal reset next, I will close the game and reopen it for that one achievement. Okay. I'm in the vent. I love that so much. Libbucket joins the stream, enters boobies, refuses to elaborate. It's going okay. This game is amazing.
Okay,
doing okay.
You remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Okay.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
What is this?
Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone.
This
It's
is
where
really
I've been
pretty.
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
That's fine, Zev. I don't mind that. I'll have a look in that in a sec.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
Yo, Scar.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I love how they're using Windows 7 on that screenshot. And then again, it was 2013. The time is... Ah yes, 2013. It's actually 2047, but still. Did they actually? I think that's the Last of Us one. Oh yeah, you can't really see it very, but it actually says The Last of Us on it. I love that. That's very cool. Don't play for 5 years because the current one has one where you don't play for 10 years. Yes, Super Go Outside. How does that work then? Do you just change your clock and then load the game? Oh, original. New video game releasing today. 50% off designer hat. But a small creature owns the other half. That's amazing. Oh. I want to be friends with the small creature. October 17, 2013. Okay. Little Stanley? Oh, Little Stanley! No, Little Stanley! Hmm? Poor Little Stanley. We loved Little Stanley. A bench for Little Stanley? Cannot sit on the Little Stanley bench?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art,
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
I love that.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
This is great. Specifically Persona 3. I haven't played any of them, so I don't know, but I heard 4 was the good one. I wouldn't know. The review was a Twitch emote. Was that actually? Memory zone maintenance. The original remake. Red and a blue door. The greatest wealth is memory.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
How do I I want to go into the serious room. I don't know if there's any references to the original game. Chance I'm not going to pick up on them because I haven't played all of it yet. Where do I go? There's a button up there. Do I have to like stand on them or? I'm trying to figure out where I have to go. Oh really? The serious? I love that. Oh, what? Everything. Okay. I mean, I kind of figured that much. Like the doors. There was a couple of the little things I've already seen, but not all of it. So where do I go? Source SDK. So I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Just walk around literally everywhere. Oh.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
okay.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Hang on, it just picked up. I just clicked. So if the serious room was a room that you go to if you cheated, isn't the only way to get to that room now to cheat? Because you can't get through those boxes. So you'd have to cheat to get through into that room. I love that.
Oh no.
Oops.
Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection
Steam
of reviews from
reviews.
Steam,
Oh,
the
no.
online video game
Oh, no.
distributor.
Watch
I haven't
out.
looked at these in years.
Oh no.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh
Surely
no.
these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh no. Oh no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humour and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already
I
such a
love that.
densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I genuinely love that. They've actually included like people's reviews of the game.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, I've
someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people
It's okay,
down.
narrator.
Perhaps the
a very
Stanley
good
parable
game.
isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
One more.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Oh no.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
Oh, no.
Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my
the
motto,
fuck?
okay? And it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, I love this so much.
And here it is. Go ahead and... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer.
Is it going to be one that just literally is like 3 years or something?
My God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you
40 minutes of dialogue.
and the
Fucking
button.
hell, and it's supposed to be skipped through?
If you keep pressing
I love the
it, I
dedication.
have no idea what will happen. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to
Oh no,
talk
how
to
long's it
again.
been?
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed.
How long's it been? It's gone from...
Hello, it's you.
It's gone... It went from 12 hours to a couple of weeks. So this is going to be a few years, hasn't it?
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt
been a
nothing at
year.
all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days.
The clock
months.
stopped.
I lost
Battery
it all in
died.
a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every...
Decade? There's just... Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Poor narrator.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Poor narrator having to sit there for most likely like a fucking century now. If it's getting longer and longer. God, what now? Oh, okay, it's been a lot longer. It's been a whole lot longer. Only been a century? It is a little sad. I don't know how I'm still alive, to be honest. Oh. There's a rock there. This is a little... Okay. This has been... Yeah, millions of years by now. Oh. There is nothing here. There's nothing here. Can I skip again? The button's been destroyed. What the fuck? What happened? The heat death? This can't be the heat death. Because I'm still alive. But then again, it's been a long time, so I think a rhino at that time would make sense. Because of you, Cookie 9, look what you've done. That's crazy. What an ending. What an end, and I'm back here. That was a really interesting ending. I'm going to close the game just to get that achievement. I'm going to reload it back up. Ignore my Chiaki wallpaper, okay? It's a very nice wallpaper, I know. Check. I think Stanley be fan of the heat death. Yeah, so being alone in a dream for a few minutes kills him, but the literal heat death of the universe is nothing. 904. 905. Okay. Thank you. I got this. Hang on. This is my new wallpaper. Changed it today and I like it very much. What is it? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. It picked up on that. You just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock and I appreciate that. Aww. That's how I know you care at this experience. You're paying attention. You don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favourite time. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Video game. I love that. That's so wholesome. Yeah, but I didn't think it would pay attention to me setting the time. Okay. Have a look at my wallpaper again. Look how amazing it is. She looks great. Anyway, I'm gonna set it to my favourite time. It says it has no way of knowing. Surely it has a way of knowing what the time is. Okay, I'm gonna set it to my favourite time. Guys, what's your favourite time? What's your favourite time, guys? Morbin time. Shut the fuck. 5 a.m. so I can emulate the me channel. I was going to say 7 a.m. because nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day. I think 5 a.m. is just great. Specifically 5:02 a.m. This is my favourite time. This is the optimal time to emulate the me channel. 5:02 a.m. Your favourite time of day. Oh, could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 5:02 a.m. is. Let's use another slide to find out. How accurate is 5:02 a.m.? It's, I mean, about 10 hours out. So it's somewhat inaccurate. It's not completely inaccurate. It's not 12 hours, which would be the furthest you can get, but it's mostly inaccurate. It's pretty inaccurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Alright, Mark Zuckerberg. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, we whip a couple of new ones up. Should be ready to be the next time we boot up the game. So I love how it actually makes you load up the game multiple times. Something like that is just so dumb, but it's so nice. I honestly love that. Having to load up the game multiple times. I don't know if many games actually break the fourth wall like that. I know Undertale crashes the game a couple times. But Undertale's like my only... Oh, hang on. So it's making me do this slider again. But no, so like I know like games like Undertale. Undertale's like the only example I can think of where it exists outside of the game. Like it crashes the game and it can detect you closing the game, that kind of thing. But I can't think of any other games that do that kind of thing. Please adjust the slide until the dog and the cat are friends. Oh, I have to bring them together. They're friends now. I love that. I mean, I don't know about that one, Pokélord. But One Shot is definitely one that I don't actually own it. It's on Sean's account. But I do have access to it. So I could play One Shot. If I bring them closer... Oh, they get... Ooh, I want them to be friends. I don't want them to be this close. So I bring in... They're friends. They're friends, but they have boundaries. Please adjust the slide until the number 5 becomes the number 9. That's 9. Oh, that's 9. But so is that. That's also 9. Oh no, which 9 do I use? 9, 9, or 9. I don't want to use I don't want to use this one. That's boring. Zero-Ski reference? Oh fucking hell. So I either want to go for this one or this one. It says the number 9. That's not the number 9. I'll use this one. That's Roman numerals. Please adjust the slide until you stop adjusting the slider. It's literally just adjust it until you're satisfied. I am genuinely in love with this game. I'll do it to here. Which of the two made up words below is most appealing to you? Occuboinical or scrumptious 100%. Because this actually is more pronounceable than that. Scrumptious sounds a bit more... Like, this sounds like a sim word. This just sounds not English. Please don't adjust the slider. Okay. You know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that is right for you now the correct... Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes. What is time anyway? No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? There are many things. Help! Yes! Help! Will you come back and visit me? Yes, I will love to. I would love to come back and visit you. I want to visit them. I'm going to visit them. I'm going to visit them. I love that so much. That is amazing. Okay. It is current... Oh, does anyone really, truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I know exactly what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game. Does it actually not? I know a couple of you did say that, like, setting the time does have a use, but I probably won't notice it. Is it this? Does it actually not do anything in the game? That's amazing. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games meant to be played alone. Aww. I don't know. I love this individual. You like being alone. I do like being alone, yes. I'm very introverted, but at the same time, you're my friend. That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. I'm sorry, but this ending is more sad than the last one. This one is heartbreaking. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. I'm not ready. It's not really my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. Friend. Friend. I don't care, this isn't an ending. I want to see them again. I want my friend. Friend? 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 I picked up on it being foreshadowing. But that's it. Doesn't even ask me to set the time. I'll see them again eventually. It says they need time. Is this when I need to, like, change my system time or something so it's been like 10 years? Is that what I need to do? Because that is an achievement. If I set my year to 2032, will it do anything? Anything at all? Just play the game normally again and wait. Okay, I'll play for a little bit longer. I'm really liking this.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
I'll skip this. Okay.
All of his
Welcome
coworkers
back.
were gone.
And what was this one? Quit the game and then start it again. Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so what's a really cool ending that I can get? Oh, hello. So I take it this door is always going to be here then. This is new. But it didn't have this big sign last time. Even more new content? Okay, I'm going
Oh,
through.
good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Even more new content? Even though I've barely seen the original game? I don't know how much of the original game I've even seen, to be honest. I love how it skipped the bit. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about
Okay.
how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable.
Only 3 endings? So there's a lot more then. Because I'm trying to think of like how the path could differ. Is it like really like niche, really hidden ways to differ the story, or is it like something really obvious, like walking through a different door? Because I'm trying to.
Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it
Okay.
should live up to that legacy. So forget this
Okay.
ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which
Okay.
is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my god, Stanley Parable 2? 427?
Yes, you see, isn't this far
Yo.
superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Stanley Parable 2.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe.
They're
What does it
back.
even
2
mean?
doors.
But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right
There's a flowchart of all the endings I can send you, Bill. Yeah, I'd rather not then.
there. It's future-oriented.
don't make
It
spoilers.
screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
The color red. Leverage. Holistic value. Sequential. Mindshare. Win-win. E. Is that the... That's the fern that it told me to remember. The Stanley Parable 2 logo ideas. I'm trying to see which ones I can pick up on. There's that one which is familiar, but I don't recognize it. Don't know that one. Okay, never mind. I don't know these logos. Thanks for attending my meeting. Amazing. There's 2 people?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. Who took the red marker? Me. It's great. The prequel to the Stanley Parable. 2 is the sequel to it. Bird. You are the sequel. This way to the show floor. New features. 2. Okay. Where's the new stuff? I thought that was a button. It never appeared again. I love that.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
Is it going to literally just read that line? It's like the button that says the name of the player. Is the narrator literally just going to say the name of the player or something simple?
what do players really
Come on.
want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't
Okay.
that wonderful?
This part right here unlocks a lot of new content. Okay. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to program a text-to-speech. I guess so. Oh, hang on. So, by reading the name of the player, I just need to... If it's my computer username, if it reads my computer username in any way, shape or form, I'm not pressing that button because it's still under my dead name. I don't know if this game does that. It won't actually. So it doesn't read my computer username. Okay, that's good. Because I still haven't changed that yet. Jim.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of
I didn't know what I was expecting. I thought at the very least it'd probably be some like text-to-speech or a text box or something. It just says Jim.
course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name
That's
that is.
amazing.
Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
Okay,
of this
I
feature.
am
Just
Jim.
play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay, I
I
am
want
Jim.
you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being
I actually prefer the name Jizzle.
heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Water is shaking.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim?
Oh, one shot actually does read my computer, isn't it? Okay, I can't play one shot for a while, especially on stream, because I can't change my computer username.
Right now?
Okay.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim.
Yes, you see.
I'm
What a
Jim.
thrill! What a rush! That was you. The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, I am Jim. Yo, I am the
It's
real
even
Jim.
harder the second time. If
They're reading
this
my
were
name.
The only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
100%.
Let's take a break from the Jim button.
No, I wanna be
I'm too
Jim.
emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I want to be.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
No.
I'm putting the Jim button.
No.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Not my Jim button. Not my Jim button. That's fucking amazing. I love this. Why is this game just so like perfectly like put together? The humor is just so good. That's so good. Do these buttons do anything? Okay. That is so cool. Okay, so...
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That's one way of doing it. Yo, merch. This t-shirt is the best new feature. Resolute bite. Oh god. But no, mine sucks because not only is it my dead name, it's also lowercased. There's no capital. That upsets me. Scan the QR code. Where's the QR code? Which oh, that one. That big fucking QR code right there. Okay, I'm going to scan it. Yeah, I swear, if it fucking rickrolls, I'm going to have the mic right there. I'm going to scan it. What does it do? It's not picking up on it. It's not picking up on the QR code. Oh, here we go. StanleyParable2.com. Welcome to the official website of the Stanley Parable 2. A sequel, huh? If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit. I love that. That is amazing. Yeah, thank you. That's the video? Okay, thank you. I mean, I'll check out the website while I'm at it. This is what I just looked at on my phone. That is incredible. That they've actually made a website for it. .com as well, they're more expensive to do. All of that for a dumb joke in a game. Stanley Parable sequels and you.
Say there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that lunch...
Why does that joke feel so Scott the Was? It just feels like a very him thing to say. Did you know breakfast having a sequel? It's called Lunch. Okay, I'll watch that later. That wasn't even the fourth. Please, no. Oh no, is it going to pick up on the screenshots?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
I will
I
screenshot
think
it,
that in
Emma.
the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Okay, so it says not to take screenshots. So what if I were to... It's actually not letting me take screenshots. Okay, never mind, it's just not loading. Okay, I can take screenshots. Okay, I thought it wasn't actually loading screenshots. Oh, that's fair. Okay. Get well someday. Well, happy 12th birthday, step-niece. Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
I love
Or
that.
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Reassurance bucket. Okay, and there's also this. This is so cool. I am loving every second of this. Red is the new orange. Oh. But like all things, any people wouldn't follow it. That's fair. Free achievement? At Q. Where am I? Collectibles are behind me. I'm not very good with maps. So I'm... Okay, facing to the left. So the free achievement is at Q, which is over there. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. Okay. I want my free achievement. Is this actually a free... I noticed that there is an achievement called free achievement. So... Here's when I pull the lever, receive a new achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Ooh.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's
Okay.
as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
How do you get the achievement then? Because I know there was like there's like a free achievement button. Hang on. Oh, hang on. So what is it? Achievements, locked achievements. Hang on. Oh, test achievement. There's not a free achievement. Never mind. I'm dumb. So how do you get the test achievement? Once you get to the infinite hole, keep falling. Okay.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
I had no more jumps left. That sucks. The button that says gym. Reassurance bucket. So where do I need to go? There's the reassurance. I'll go to the reassurance bucket. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't think it said that
A
before.
common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Despair? Oh my god, that's it. Where's my Monokuma? There's my Monokuma. Look at my Monokuma. Yeah, look, I keep trying to... I started sprinting and it killed my internet. I don't know how sprinting killed my internet. I think it's only been gone for a few seconds. You haven't really missed anything.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Okay.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket,
Where's
a
the
sense
bucket?
of calm and ease will fill your mind.
Where's the bucket?
and heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to
The bucket!
the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Okay.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your
I want the
arms.
bucket.
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes.
Give me the bucket!
Is the perfect.
Give me the bucket!
Come on.
Bucket.
Give it a try.
Did he just trick me into
Can
holding
you
a bucket?
feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Stanley, the bucket.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
The bucket doubles the ending amount? Really? What, so I guess having the bucket somehow tweaks the ending? It has Rose. What does the bucket do? It's just
Does
a
anyone give
bucket.
out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an
I can't think of any other buckets in video games besides Minecraft ones. And Minecraft ones give you axolotl buckets and also lava buckets to combine them. But, what's the collectible? The reason they came to go out to make is because they kept making alternative things or holding the bucket out totally different theory. How do you get the bucket in normal game then?
collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Stanley
And what's truly
figurines? I
innovative
see one.
Is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Stanley. Oh, there's gonna be 6 of them. Or is there only gonna be 1? I don't know. Oh no. Are there going to be 6 of
It really is
them?
the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh. I don't think that was here before. And how do I get rid of the fucking bucket? Why do I still have this bucket? So this is the infinite hole,
Stanley,
apparently.
here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Right. There are 5 more, and they're in the main game. Okay. Curse of Binding Bucket. Okay. Rose did say to keep
You see,
falling.
isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Now I'm going to stay in the infinite hole.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Rose said
Maybe do it
to
on the
not
sooner
teleport
rather than
back.
later spectrum of things.
So I'm going to not press anything.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal
survived,
person
though.
actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
But
If
it's
that
not.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
Am I just going to
Well, I
remove the
suppose
hole
once again,
entirely,
there's
like
nothing to do here.
continuously
If you
doing
decide
this?
you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me.
Not only is the hole not... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is
I'm
you're
stuck
here
now.
to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh no.
Is the, teleport button
Oh
on?
no!
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
I'm stuck in the hole.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
No!
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
No!
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
No!
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
No! Well, I'm genuinely stuck in the hole. Oh. There's only one exit. Wasn't there a door there before? Okay, I'm a bit creeped out. Oh no. Oh no. This is creeping me out a little bit. This is creeping me out a little bit. What is going on? It's such a majestic whole thing. It's actually an elevator. Change my perspective. Why is it so dramatic? Why is it so dramatic? Change my perception? What? It doesn't do anything. Oh, it's the music.
Using up the space of mine. My head's
Change my reality? This is so dumb. This is so fucking dumb. Why is it such a chaotic hole? Does it end at any point? Is there an end to it? I'm just gradually getting deeper and deeper. I can change myself. Oh my god, I've been dinner boned. I can become the whole. This is amazing. I like upside down Stanley.
Stanley?
Oh?
Stanley! Stanley!
Oh?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Okay.
But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the whole.
It was
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years
What?
here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them.
I mean, I deserve it. I
Stay
didn't think
alert,
the
Stanley.
narrator
I'll be
stay
back.
there for like 100,000 years before they died. Whatever it was. What now? Is it going to go down again, or? There was a sign. Oh, and that's the ending. Oh my god. That was amazing.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I don't want the... Can I put the bucket back? I'd like to put the bucket back. I want to put the bucket back. Can I not put the bucket back? Okay, I'm stuck with this bucket. So how do I get out of here? Mostly infinite hole. Exit. It is a very wonderful bucket. Okay. So where does this take me?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Okay. A bucket is in fact a very small hole. What's this?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes,
It's
I
quite
know
good.
it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
It's just a big 2. I get a jump circle. How do I get down?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right?
And that's
It's
the-
sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted
Okay.
more than anything to
gonna
create a
rotate,
sequel
isn't
that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect.
Okay.
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay. I'm going to have a look at the Stanley Parable. Oh. Okay. What are my settings? Are these just the same settings? These are exactly the same settings. This is permanent? Oh no.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
Balloons.
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Okay.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he
So it's the same
realized that
thing.
not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so it's...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so from this point on is exact... Oh, okay. The sequel is now paused. So it's going to be permanently like that. Okay, so I guess from this point on it's back to complete normal game. I take it the run it has ended. And it has fully reset. And this is just how things look
No
now.
matter how
Okay.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Oh, the-
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
The fucking bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Okay, I'm going to finish the game in the standard way, the expected way, and just see what happens with
Stanley
the bucket.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Is it just a dialogue
Perhaps
change?
his boss's office was where he'd... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Come on, bucket.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
Good
the
on the right-
bucket
okay.
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Come on, bucket. Let's go down. Let's see what happens now we have the bucket. I'm going to end the stream after this bit, by the way. This run.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I can't say I've heard... I mean, I think that name rings a bell. I don't know. But it's definitely not someone I watched, at the very least. Hold on a second, the bucket. Oh, really? They were just going to add the bucket? But then... I love that.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I was worried that would kill me, but okay. The lights and the bucket, Rosalou.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the
There's an ending. Okay, I'll do that.
office was being
I'll do that next.
videotaped,
Okay, I'll do that next.
monitored like guinea pigs.
Because I want to see what happens with the bucket.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Poor bucket.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
His own life in someone else's control? Never!
I know.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof.
Yeah, because of the bucket.
Heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine... Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live.
Thanks for the survey saying, I really hope that's not the dialogue that plays when I jump into the void with the bucket. Thanks for the sub, I'll be doing well.
Once they stepped through this massive door, the bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
It's a roller
Stanley wanted to
skate?
sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Oh?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the
I have to stand on the bucket to leave?
bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming
Never mind.
presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, or go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
With my bucket?
Not while this building has anything to say about it.
My
Stanley
bucket!
realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Such a dumb ending. That's such a dumb ending. Okay. No, I prefer the bucket. Oh wait, no. I refuse to comment. Okay. I'm now going to jump into the hole with the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his
I don't
left.
remember anything. I have to rewatch the VOD. I cannot remember.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical
The whole ending was
explanation.
amazing. Come on, time we go. So I'm going to jump down the hole, and then I'm going to finish after this one. The baby game was great. Okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The
lights rose
Right.
on an enormous room packed
So,
with
what
television
happens
screens.
when I
What horrible
fall
secret did this
off,
place hold?
if I can?
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control
Okay.
facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void
Right.
below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
I'm holding it.
Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
And that's
So
it.
they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold.
Where did this come from?
After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Aww.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in
No acing, it's my first time playing the game, I don't know that.
that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed
Oh, no.
as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
The cleaner, I read that as neglected the ceiling.
It unsettled the bucket deeply.
Oh no!
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable.
Poor bucket.
This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on.
Oh.
The two of them waited for a very long time.
So what happens if I don't have the bucket? So what happened if I don't have the bucket there? Is it really any different if I don't have the bucket? Okay, fine, I'll do this one more time.
All of his co-workers were
I'm
gone.
enjoying this, to
What
be
could it
fair. But
mean?
this will definitely be the last
Stanley
time.
decided to go to the meeting
Completely
room.
different, okay.
Perhaps he
Fuck
had
you,
simply
bucket.
missed a memo.
Do I walk a little faster without the bucket?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No acing, I'm not going back.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
You can rewatch the VOD if you want
Feeling a
acing.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Yeah,
his
this is my
boss's
last one. I
office.
might play this again, I don't know, but this is my last one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story
Oh,
as quickly
really?
as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to
Oh,
just
really?
let
I have
the
to listen to the
narrator
song
talk.
now?
That kind of anxiety
Ah.
isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments.
What was the
with some
difference?
calming new
Because
age
I've done this
music.
before and I've been fine. Did I do it too... Was it like a little too slow? Yeah, I think Discord VC might be funny. Did I do it a bit too slowly?
Feeling soothed
Oh, the
and
bucket,
rejuvenated,
yeah.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. Also, if I hold left click and also right click, I walk forward for some reason. No, if I... right click does nothing, left click does nothing, but together I walk. That's really weird.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
I
Control
want to go through there
Facility.
at some point. Oh yeah, true. One-handed would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't need to do anything else. I can do it all one-handed. Yeah, okay. Come on, let me up.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Let me up. There
What
we go.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Nope,
Did
I
he have the
survived.
strength to find out.
Somehow.
Ah, you've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome. You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very,
I
very
love
clever.
that.
Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room.
I love
ending,
that so
if that
much.
enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you
So what, in the original game, if you fall down here, you're just soft-locked?
crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets
love
and Easter
that.
eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of
Oh my
music just
God.
for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
Okay.
We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
I love this.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. And I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your
Wow.
dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did
I
it.
love
Good
this.
job, you did it. Good 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 job, you did it.
Just the fact that
Good
they've
job,
acknowledged
you
a
did it.
bug
Good job,
and
you
turned
did
it into a
Good
feature
job,
and even
you
made
did it.
music
Good
for it.
job, you did it.
It's amazing. That's great. Okay, that's definitely the last time playing. But okay, thoughts on this game is that it's really good. It's genuinely really, really good. I honestly, I knew I was pretty certain that I would like it, but I didn't think I'd like it this much. It's really, really good. So thank you for sticking around for this stream. This is, it was a really good stream. Fucking hell, that game was so fun. I'm glad I bought Ultra Deluxe instead of the standard one. There's a lot of new content. I loved that. I genuinely loved that. That was really good. Okay, I'll quickly go over the schedule for the streams next week. Might as well. But yeah, that was really fun. Okay, so Monday I'm doing Minecraft Hardcore. Wednesday, no particular plan. We'll decide what to do on stream. But I do have a certain game now. I do have a certain game in my Steam library now. I do happen to have this in my library now. I think I might try this for the meme at some point. So there's that. That's Wednesday, just vibing, do whatever. Then Friday, depends on what happens. If I don't die in Hardcore on Monday, I'll be doing Hardcore. If I do die, just on Tato. Ace Attorney has been pushed back another week. But it will most likely happen that week. So not next week, the one after. It should happen that week. No promises, but it should be that week. But yeah, monkey game. I don't even know if I like it. It just sounds like a little mobile game. I don't even know if it's good or not. No, V3, the plan from the very beginning was to do V3 once I've edited all of the other games. I shouldn't have jumped straight into the second game because I finished it months ago now, and I haven't even done the first video for the first game. It's coming along really well, and I might be able to get the first Danganronpa video out sometime next week. I'm really happy with how it's coming along, and it's insane. Basically, so I'm splitting Danganronpa, the first one, into 3 parts, 3 videos. The first one is the prologue, chapter 1 and chapter 2. The original plan was that I'd remove the prologue video I made, but copyright has done that for me. It's been blocked everywhere. So I'm a bit worried. I'm like trying to do some like editing to try and get past the copyright problems, because literally it claims like execution scenes, and they're kind of important. I need to keep them. So I need some way of doing it. Oh, so they were Flash games and then became mobile. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I knew it was a mobile game. I'm pretty sure Lily said that, but I don't know. If it's actually a good one, we'll see. I might try it for a little bit on stream on Wednesday. I'll also train of thought, something like Dango, the video. So prologue, chapter 1 and chapter 2, because all of those parts flow together really well. That'll be one video, and that one should be done next week sometime. No promises, but it should be done next week, and I'll make it public, and it should be really, really good. I hope. I'm really proud of it so far. Like, if I can actually get it done soon, it's probably going to be one of my most favourite videos that I've ever done, because of I've spent so long on it, and the video is going to be like an hour long, and it's like the first third of the game. It's a long one, but I'm trying to make it really good. A low quality crayon version of the execution scenes. Oh god, that'd be terrible. I know I'd like to do something, but I don't know. Like, worst case scenario, the video gets claimed and blocked, and I have to make a really shitty snapshot put together execution scene or something. I don't know. I was genuinely, I modded the game to try and remove the music from the closing arguments so I can re-record them and make them go. It didn't work. But I've put in a lot of effort into the Danganronpa videos, which should be done. The first one next week sometime. I really, really hope. If not next week, the one after. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm trying to meme the video a little bit, because literally chapter 2 daily life, I was in a really cheerful mood. And a lot of dumb jokes happened, and I'm trying to just let that flow into the video instead of removing them. But yeah, I'm just trying to make it flow really well, so hopefully we can get that done. Yeah, I was in a very, very cheerful. I was eating ice cream during the investigation in that chapter. It's so dumb. Those almost done. Let me have a look if any T-Mobile clips have been made. I've made like 1, maybe 2 clips. I don't know if any had actually been clipped by you guys. Let me have a quick look. Because I typically do that after the stream. I like looking at the clips from that stream. I just find it nice to do. How many clips were there? There were 2 clips, and they were both mine. But they were both good clips, so they're both going in T-Mail. Actually, no, there was more. No, there was 4. So there was the more balls one, and there was, so that's genuinely the ending. Okay. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I remember that, but that one was good. It's just, the game is just so fucking dumb. I actually am tempted to turn that into a video, because I don't know if anyone remembers me doing Portal Reloaded about a month or so ago. I've been very slowly working on that. I don't know if I'm actually going to get that one finished, but we'll see. But Stanley Parrot, I definitely need to turn this into a video. I liked this stream. It was fun. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream, guys. I'll see you all Monday for hardcore. And hopefully I don't die. I'm going to try looking for Marie on Monday. I need to gear up a little bit, and I need to look for Marie. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all Monday. Bye, guys.